Alright guys and girls, welcome back. So apparently Notre Dame, another video for you about Notre Dame. Apparently Macron vows to rebuild the cathedral in 5 years, and to be honest it took 200 years to actually build it from the original. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge in 5 years compared to 200 years. That's a bit of a challenge, isn't it? I suppose because it's not there's a lot of the building's been burnt down to a crisp. So, but the towers. I believe the last time I looked, the two towers were still there, but it looked like there was some flames or something in there. It looked like it was on fire, but Notre Dame, Macron vows to rebuild cathedral in 5 years as 600 million euros is raised. Huge sums of money are being donated to restore the famous Parisian landmark as investigations into the place continue.
I have a license here.
Yeah, I hope so as well. This is done by Sky News, so I'm going to be linking the link in the description below, so do check it out, guys and girls, so you can check it out for yourself. Emmanuel Macron said he hoped French people would pull together to rebuild the centuries-old masterpiece. Well, it is a masterpiece. A symbol of France in the heart of Paris. Actually, you could say it's actually the heart itself of Paris. Speaking to the nation on Tuesday, he said, "We have so much to rebuild. So yes, we will rebuild Notre Dame Cathedral even more beautiful, and I want that to be completed from now until 5 years. We can do it." So basically, it depends how many people would be actually working on it, and if they could get it done. Because to be honest, it took 400 of those firefighters to take the fire down yesterday. It is up to us to convert this disaster into an opportunity, Mr. Macron added. Alright, let's have a look. Let's go down a little bit further. The fire raged for more than 12 hours, destroying the cathedral's spire and its roof, but is spared its twin medieval bell towers. Oh, so it's spared. And many of the priceless artistic treasures. World leaders and ordinary people alike express solidarity with the French people and shared their memories of a monument that is among the world's top tourist attractions. The bells at Westminster Abbey tolled at 5:43 p.m. on Tuesday afternoon, 24 hours after the fire started, and Prime Minister Theresa May announced the bells at the churches and cathedrals across England would ring in further show of solidarity on Maundy Thursday. In Washington, White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders said Notre Dame will continue to serve as a symbol of France, including its freedom of religion and democracy. That's good then, that's good. Alright, it says, "We remember with grateful hearts tolling of Notre Dame's bells on September the 12th, 2001, in solemn recognition of the tragic September 11 attacks on American soil. Those bells will sound again. At least 600 million euros, 519 million pounds, was raised to restore Notre Dame within 24 hours of the catastrophe. The funds come as about 30 workers tackling the renovations of the roof where the fire started were being questioned over the outbreak of the blaze." Well, it needs to be more than questioned about it. I think someone needs to be accountable for it. What do you think? Accountable?
Yeah.
Alright, so
it's an accident and that's it, isn't it?
yeah, but it might be more than an accident. We don't know.
No.
Could have been a setup or something.
No, it wouldn't be.
claiming on the insurance, but then again,
No,
we don't know.
It would not be done like that.
But then we don't know. We can't say for sure.
Not a thing like that.
No, someone. There was someone there yesterday reckons someone could have sort of sabotaged it to try and claim on the insurance. But then again, if they did that, they're fucking evil and they need to be locked up.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that.
French billionaire Francois Henry Pinot donated 100 million euros, 86.4 million towards efforts, and was shortly followed by the LVMH chief executive Bernard Arnault, who offered 200 million euros, 173 million pounds, to reconstruct the symbol of France. Mr. Pinot said this tragedy strikes all the French and beyond, all those who are attached to spiritual values faced with such a tragedy. Everyone wants to revive this jewel of a heritage as quickly as possible. French energy company Total will donate 100 million euros, 86.4 million, as a further 200 million euros, 173 million pounds was pledged by the French luxury cosmetic group L'Oreal. L'Oreal, that company to do with makeup and all that. They've donated it as well. They've donated 173 million. That's nice of them.
That is nice.
And Betancourt Mayor's family. Other funding efforts are underway through crowdfunding pages. French President Emmanuel Macron announced an international fundraising campaign. Before and after images revealed devastation. The first reports of the fire at the world-famous landmark came at 6:50 p.m. local time on Monday. The edifice burned for more than 12 hours until the final flame. Oh, so it was Monday, actually, when it happened. So it was only, 2 days. Because we're on Wednesday now, so 2 days Monday. Until the final flames could be extinguished. Around 500 now. It was from 400. It's gone from 400 to 500 firefighters worked throughout the night.
400 yesterday.
Yeah, a night to put out the flames, with 2 police officers and 1 firefighter injured during the efforts. Oh, they're injured.
Because yesterday when we they said nobody was...
Well, actually, not yesterday. It was Monday, wasn't it? Yeah, so when it happened. Yeah. The Paris prosecutor said there is no evidence of arson, and the current belief is that the fire was an accident.
Yeah.
So let's hope it was an accident, because otherwise someone has got literally something to talk about.
And I'm sure that people as well would donate as well.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a few pounds, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they should do some, obviously there's crowdfunding things like that at the moment to try and get people to donate money and all that, so that's a good thing. Remy Height says the investigation will be long and complex. Yeah, well, it was like Grenfell Tower, to be honest.
And maybe some of the churches will put a donation as well.
Who?
Yeah, the churches probably.
Oh, the churches, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good to get the church back up and all that.
They can get some of the people, out their funds and put a little towards it.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a little, isn't it?
Well, that Grenfell Tower, the one that got set on fire, or to do with someone's flat, where it's to do with those wood or whatever they were using. Well, apparently the investigation took a while into that and stuff, and I think that's still going, is an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
And it says here, the investigation will be a long and complex, because they want to try and get exactly to find out what's happened to it. If it's an accident, if it's arson. I hope it's not arson.
No, it'd be an accident, I suspect.
Yeah, will be a long and complex, and that the interviews will be carried out with. I hope it's public as well. If someone has actually arsoned
yes, it will be public.
No, I mean, come on. I don't want the government trying to cover up some shit like this if it's something to do. Because I think people should know about this.
No, they let people know about it.
Yeah. And I'm sure people will know about it. But then again, if it is, and it's something like trying to cover up, obviously they got to try and cover their tracks up and shit if they've done it on purpose. But I'm hoping it's not. I'm praying, guys and girls. Hopefully you pray as well, guys and girls, that it's nothing serious like that. But I mean, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt at the moment. We're all going to give them the benefit of the doubt, just in case. Because to be honest, obviously accidents do happen. Yeah. No, accidents do happen. But then again, is this an accident?
Unlucky, actually. They got some of the things out first, didn't they?
I mean, they got some of the artworks and stuff in there, but I think they said some of the artworks were still in there. So, I don't know. I will link the actual link in the description. This one's from Sky News, so you guys and girls can have a look. What's this? So interviews will be carried out with workers from 5 companies hired to work on the renovations to the cathedral's roof, which was where the fire started. Julian Libras' company has 12 workers involved in the refurbishment, though none were on site at the time of the fire. Oh, so that none of them there. So obviously they left all that unattended, and obviously they probably had it all plugged in and said, "Oh, well, they should have took." To be honest, they should have took all the plugs out. I mean, that's a bit careless, isn't it? They're a bit careless.
They'll do a check.
I mean, it's like some people they say, "Oh, well, you should pull out your wires and your plugs and stuff before you go out because it can cause a fire." And to be honest, they should have been the same. If there was no one there and they weren't attending to the thing, obviously they've. I mean, they probably didn't think right, obviously, and thought, "Oh, it'd be alright, it'd be safe and all that." And obviously it wasn't safe. It burned the whole goddamn thing down. It was like the Tower Inferno film and all that. I mean, that's a good film as well, guys and girls. If you watch that film, the Tower Inferno, do watch it. Because to be honest, it was like this bloody building getting on fire yesterday, or the day before, I should say, Monday, because it's Wednesday now. It says, the refurbishments, though none of the sites at the time of the fire. So they weren't on site of the fire at the time. He said, "We want more than anyone for the light to be shed on the origin of this drama, and insisted that all of the security measures were respected, saying workers are participating in the investigation with no hesitation." Well, that's good. At least talking about it. Despite much of the roof being damaged and the spire breaking off, emergency services managed to save the building, and a number of the treasures were rescued. A priest emerged as a hero after it was revealed he bravely entered the burning building with firefighters to save the blessed sacraments of the crown thorns. Oh, that's good. I was a bit, yeah. Because the crown thorns apparently was supposed to be something that Jesus Christ used or something. And the crown... Oh, is that the one? Is it for his crown? The crown of thorns was saved by a priest. So I think that's what the crown it put onto his head or something what Jesus had. Apparently they're saying it's to do with Jesus. Frank Riester, the French culture minister, thanked the emergency services. To make sure it's get my whole head in. I don't want it so I'm halfway up. Thank the services and those who helped save the relics, treasures, and the art in the cathedral. He said some of the items will be taken to the Louvre, the world's largest art museum, for safekeeping and any repair work that is needed, if there is any needed to do with damage. So that's good. That is really good. Anyway, let us know, guys and girls. Do you think it was an accident, or do you think there's something sinister going on?
Oh, no.
Obviously, I'm hoping it's not, but you can never tell. You can't say 100% left or right. You can't say there was something going on, and you can't say there was. So I'm just basically being sort of in between at the moment. I'm on the fence with this at the moment, whether it's... when we get more information, I will actually let you know in the comment section below, or in the videos, in my latest videos coming up. As soon as we can hear more about it.
Don't forget, wood soon goes up.
Yeah, no, I mean, but the thing is, right, this wood went up really fast. It only took, like, was it just under half an hour before the entire lot was ablaze.
Then if there's nobody there, of course it would.
That whole building went down, like, with the blaze of glory and all that, but it wasn't glorious, because it was actually terrible. But
got done around the back as well, didn't it?
Yeah, it went round the back as well. But anyway, let us know what you guys and girls think. Do you think it was arson? Do you think it wasn't arson? Do you think it was just an accident? Do you think someone just left the plug on? I mean, actually, was any of you, if any of you guys and girls were there at the time in France, in Paris, and watched it, or if any of you workers who were there at all at the time, well, not there, obviously, but what was plugged in? Let us know in the comments below, guys and girls. Was there wires plugged in? Was there, like, the working electricity? How did all this start in the first place? But anyway, cheers for watching, guys and girls. Stay safe. It is, right now, it is 1:37 in the morning, Wednesday, the 17th of April, 2019. We're trying to get to the bottom of this, and hopefully we can all get to the bottom of this at some point, and hopefully it doesn't get covered up if there is something sinister going on. But we hope and pray there's not anything sinister going on with this. Cheers for watching, guys and girls. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.